Hey guys, it's Ima from Demostech, and today we are checking the MiniTool Partition Wizard. To be honest, I actually have been waiting to make this review of the MiniTool Partition Wizard, but I never got to it until actually MiniTool reached out to me. And here's a small disclaimer: they did provide me a product key for Partition Wizard, and we'll see another video about MiniTool in an upcoming video as well. Though all the opinions are mine and they didn't pay me to do this video. So this is MiniTool Partition Wizard, and currently we are on the free version 12.6. And I am on the free version, though as I said I did get a license key, but I want to start with free. We'll see what it's capable of, what it's not, and why would you upgrade? And why wouldn't you actually use the Windows internal disk manager? What's wrong with that? So, as you can see, this app looks pretty nifty and cool. It can actually show you all the disks and everything. So first of all, what is that Partition Wizard? Basically, that's a partition manager, and that means that you can see all your disks. So, as you can see, I have quite a few, and we are actually going to add another one, but as you can see, their order is weird, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is for example where my disk C, so disk 4, but yeah, C drive is here, and this is my Windows partition. As you can see, it's even labeled. Now you can do lots of stuffs here, and as you can see every partition has its type. You can view all the unused, used data, the whole capacity, everything, whatever you just like. And obviously you have that sort of view that you can use as well. Currently you can see easily here that I have 6 disks. We have a drive that is pretty much empty actually. That's quite funny because I forgot that it is empty and I could use that one, but anyways. We have lots of functionality, and actually I want to start with something that will show us why the free version sometimes isn't enough. First of all, the free version, you can always download it, install. It's a great tool. I've been using it for years in many situations. This thing can save you pretty much. I mean, sometimes you get some drive that you cannot open, you cannot start your Windows maybe or something. This can save you. And honestly, if I would do something on, I don't know, on my C drive or Windows, I don't know, I won't be able to do that, for example. No, I don't understand why would anyone try to convert NTFS to FAT nowadays, but if I'll actually press on it, that's what it will show you. So yeah, as you can see, this is something that the free version will not let you do. This is just one example. And we'll go to the Pro version pretty much soon, and not really sure which exactly Pro version did I get the license for, but we'll see. Anyways, in some cases, I'm not really sure what can I try to show you that will actually allow it to do this. I think if I would do a move or resize, yeah. If I'll do something like that, I'm not going to do that, you know what? But pretty much in some cases, what I wanted to show, it will tell you that you have to restart your computer into sort of a boot version of this, and it will automatically do everything. It will pretty much automatically reboot your computer, well, whenever you actually tell it to do it, and boot to sort of already prepared version that will run the task that you scheduled. And that's useful because not everything you can do from within your Windows system. Now let me try to show you other things that this thing is capable of, and as I said, let's start with the things that it cannot do as a free version. So sometimes you'd like to have a bootable media. This will allow you to create a disk or a USB drive that will allow you to boot into pretty much this whole thing from a sort of Windows PE version, and that will allow you to fix problems or just to come to your friend and I don't know, reformat his drive before installing Windows or something like that. It can be useful in many situations. If you press on that, you'll again get this window. It will not let you do that on the free version. that's again something. And yeah, basically you can read here the whole comparison, but we'll see it on their website soon. And let's go to other stuff that I actually didn't know until recently that they have. I never actually tried it. There is a data recovery option, and this is something that I'd say they should improve. Now, what I mean by that, well, you'll see. Again, I remind you, we're currently on the free version. And if I'll go to some drive, let me think, yeah, for that one, for example. First of all, that's an NVMe, so it will be fast. And let's see if, yeah, it already found something. Let's stop it. So let's say this file, I want to recover it. Now I can press save here, or I can right click it and click recover. That's what we'll do. Again, you see the same window. So that's another thing that it cannot do, but it will still let you scan. That quite annoys me. I mean, why wouldn't you just show me that window when I press the data recovery? So yeah, that's one of those things that isn't perfect, but this app as a free version again is a very good app. I've been using it again for quite a few years. Let's go to Partition Recovery. Here actually you will be able to scan it, but it will tell you ahead, because my guess, it might ruin some data while scanning or something. That's why they show you that warning ahead. So that's quite good actually. Let's hit cancel for now. There is a disk benchmark that I'm not going to try or use. I think you can, yeah, it seems like you can use it normally, no problem. There is a space analyzer that, let's give it a try on that same disk. Yeah, so basically it will show you like a tree view, file view, folder view, whatever you prefer. And yeah, you can view whatever you see on the disk. You can see all the space, what takes more. Sadly, I don't see some sort of visualization here. So no such things like space sniff up, if you remember that I showed you. But if you're not into such cool views, that thing pretty much is capable to show you everything, and yeah, you can pretty much explore from here or copy the path, even delete your cycle, delete to permanently, whatever you prefer. So that's another nifty feature. Now we'll pause the video for a second. I will quickly enter the license key and then we will continue. So now we are, as you can see, on the MiniTool Partition Wizard Pro Ultimate 12.6 with lifetime upgrade services. Before we continue, I want to show you exactly what are the differences between the versions, so you'll know exactly what you prefer. So we are on the MiniTool Partition Wizard edition comparison website. Basically, this is the page that will show you everything. And yeah, let's let's show only the differences. And now let's go through. So first of all, we have Pro Ultimate right now, this one. So that's what we will have in addition. So at first we didn't have a data recovery, now we will have it. We'll actually test it, why not? We didn't have the option to change cluster size. I've never used it and I'm not really sure why would you use it, but there's an option now. And same for the convert NTFS into a FAT. Now here's something that I didn't show you, probably I just forgot, but if you want to convert from FAT to NTFS, I think we'll be able to do it soon. You could do this on the free version as well, and I really used that option actually more than one time, I think. Same goes for MBR to GPT, by the way. And let's see what else. So copy system partition, now you can do that. Change partition type ID, change serial number. Those are things that you couldn't do on the free version, now you can. Convert OS disk to GPT disk, and yeah, when I said convert a disk to GPT, I didn't really realize that you couldn't do that for the system drive. Apparently you cannot in the free version, but you can in any other version. You couldn't copy system disk, you couldn't migrate your OS version, and on the Pro version, as you can see, you can do all of that. Let's continue. Recover lost or deleted partitions. So yeah, we've seen that I couldn't do that in the free version, and now we'll be able to do that, but I think I won't be able to show it to you because I don't think we'll have any deleted partition, though we might. Dynamic disk management. Now there are disks that are dynamic, that you can manage them as well. So basically, as you can see, nothing in that term was supported in the free version. A regular user probably won't need it, but some users might, and that's a really important thing. Now here's something that I didn't mention so far and I do want to mention. Partition Wizard app isn't just for the home user. As you can see, you have a server version, you have enterprise, and you have a technician. Basically, if you want to go to your friends and everything and be actually a technician, you should pay for this thing. But as you can see, the versions are pretty much similar so far, so let's go ahead and continue. So, the Boot Media Builder, yeah, we've seen it, a WinPE-based bootable media that will pretty much give you this app from a bootable menu sort of. Any version will support it except the free. Now, let's continue, and as you can see, here it is. Windows Server won't be supported by any of the versions except the Server, the Enterprise, and actually the Technician that I didn't think that it will support because Technician, yeah, actually maybe, yeah. It depends how they work. Anyways, allow usage within business environment. Actually, everything will allow you that except the free one, and that's totally normal. That's actually every software there is. That's the way it should work, and that's the way it works. The free version is more suitable for home use and not for any corporate use. That's pretty much by the law, so it's not something that they decide pretty much. Anyways, upgrade service, as you can see, you can pretty much upgrade your software 1 year free upgrades in the Pro and the Pro Deluxe and the Pro Platinum, but what we've got is the Pro Ultimate, which actually here is the advantage for it. It's a lifetime free upgrade, so again, you will probably be good if you take even the just Pro version with annual subscription, as you can see here, but if you need other things, as you can see, you can have those as well. So we have here the license type. This is a one license for one device, and in the Pro Ultimate, one license for 5 devices, but to be honest, I think I've got a little bit different version of that, and I'm limited, I'm not really sure. I've got the license for this review, and I'm not really going to use it anywhere else anyways. And again, being honest, the free version is awesome enough for me, so everything is great in that one. And as you can see, there is a tech support that you can get by mail, so yeah, that is pretty much on any version. And from server and enterprise and the technician, you get a phone support as well, which is awesome, I guess. Again, I'm not really qualified to tell you if the support is good or not, I never tried it. Technically, in my opinion, if you use that app, you are the one to support yourself, because this app can, you know, partition your disk, and if you do something wrong, it's on you. Though again, as you have seen, we can pretty much recover the deleted partitions, for example, and if you don't have the free version but some of the others, you will be able to actually sort of go back. Keep in mind that if you use the new partition or something, it's not always possible to go back. Anyways, those are pretty much the comparisons between the versions. Let's go back to the app and see what we've got. Remember what we couldn't do, the bootable media? Let's check how you do that. So basically you can just do this, and you can check whatever you prefer. If you want an ISO file, or if you want to put it into some USB flash drive, which I don't have right now, or into some CD drive, which again, I think I don't even have one. I mean, come on, 2022. Anyways, I'm not going to build one, though I would personally build now with an ISO file and then use Ventoy. You know, the video that we made in the past to show you how to multi-boot pretty much anything, so I guess that one will work there as well. And let's go back, we have some options here, let's see what we have. Basically, yeah, if it doesn't detect something or something like that, if you want to add drivers, you can do that as well. This is actually very important in some cases. In case, for example, if you have some proprietary system with, I don't know, a very special keyboard or something, you might want to add the driver here. As you can see, I can add here some Intel chipset SATA rate controller, so that would pretty much allow me to make sure that if I'm using my rate controller, it would show correctly the disks and everything. Anyways, as you can see, it's pretty much easy as you go, And if we'll hit now on Partition Recovery, I want to start with that, we don't get the warning we had before. Let's go to the data recovery. You remember that file that I tried to recover? Let's actually do it again. And we'll hit stop already because it's pretty much immediately recognize them. And let's just recover that one, for example. Let's right click it and hit recover. It will ask you where you want to recover it. We'll hit the desktop for now, just for this, and that's it. Recovery completed. Yeah, that's 32 megabytes in no time actually. If we'll press here, we'll see the file, but since it's on my desktop and there are some files that I don't want you to see right now, we won't do that. Anyways, the file is recovered and now we can use it. Keep in mind that some files with that X mark won't be recoverable because some of their integrity data is lost forever. So those things cannot be recovered. For example, that birds.zip, actually that was, I don't know, I think a year or so ago. Surprised that it even shows it here. Anyways, that won't be recoverable because after that was deleted, I pretty much probably wrote something on the disk and some data lost forever. Again, there might be some other apps that can recover it, but that's not for this video. Let's go back to our partition management, and yeah, we have to close it. Yes. Okay, and I want just to go through the options that we have here. Let's just, for this example, choose a different NVMe, just so you'll see the options. So we can migrate OS to SSD or hard drive wizard. Basically it will migrate the OS. We are not going to do that, that's for sure. But again, if you want to switch into some, I don't know, faster NVMe or from hard drive to SSD or something like that, that's your option. Just actually to show you, yeah, basically, yeah, you can do sort of a copy or pretty much a move. And there are differences. My guess, it might even actually run the sysprep for you. Let's not get into that right now. Anyways, we have a copy partition wizard, so basically you can copy a partition. This will copy pretty much all the data on it and everything. So you can move a partition from one disk to another, for example, this way. There is a copy disk wizard, so if you want to copy a whole disk, you can do it as well. A partition recovery wizard, which again, I'll try to show you, but I think I won't have something to recover. We have a move and resize partition, so if we press on that, we can resize the partition and we can move it later if we need to. And actually that one you'll see soon. Anyways, we have a split partition, so currently we have here one big partition. If we prefer to split it, we can split it into two partitions. We can pretty much split it later to more partitions, I guess, but not at once. And this is the change cluster size, which again, I don't think anyone would want to use. Convert NTFS to FAT, again, I totally don't understand why would you do that. Maybe for some external drive and you're going to connect it to some older computer, not really sure. You can delete obviously a partition, you can format a partition, you can copy a partition. Keep in mind there is a copy partition here and there is a copy partition wizard here. I think it's the same one, not fully sure. We have a line partition, think it will pretty much align the data on it. The specified partition does not need to change partition, yeah. So the alignment is pretty much for the old hard drives. Honestly, I cannot remember how we called it. I think we called it defragment or something in the past. Not fully sure, I can't remember, to be honest. Wipe partition. Wipe partition is basically going to write pretty much zeros on the drive, so basically there are a few options here. And it will totally wipe the data, so it won't be recoverable at all. Keep in mind, if you lose there something, you'll lose it forever. Unless you work in the FBI or something, you might still be able to recover it with a special software or something, I don't know. Anyways, set label, and that's pretty much easy as is. Change drive later, now that's something important sometimes that you can pretty much even do none. This will pretty much unmount it. And yeah, you can pretty much change the drives. That's quite a nifty feature that actually I do use sometimes. Actually, I don't use the partition wizard for that one. Windows can do that, but yeah, you have it here as well. You can hide a partition. Never did that. quite sounds cool. Check file system, I guess it will run the Windows file check, not really sure. Yeah, it looks like it because the options are pretty much the same as the checklist on Windows. We can explore partition, that will probably just open our file explorer. We can do a surface test, which will pretty much test the partition, etc. Partition properties, and data recovery, which we already seen. Now, what I'm about to do now is connect an external hard drive that I actually prepared, I'd say. So, I'll connect it to the USB and you'll see something interesting that I think that it's quite handy. So, you heard the sound of the drive, and here you go. The MiniTool partition is actually updating itself automatically. I didn't have to press anything. And here we go. We added disk 7. As you can see, we have a FAT partition here, then we have unallocated space, we have some unformatted partition that I'm actually not sure why it showed it this way, because there was supposed to be an NTFS partition. I think my USB cable is faulty here. Yeah, okay, currently it's okay. Okay, so yeah, and then again we have some unallocated space. Now, here's something that you cannot do in Windows Disk Manager. Actually, let me just show it to you. This is the Windows Disk Management program. Basically, I think it's from XP and above you have that one, or maybe not from XP, I'm not really sure. Anyways, you do have it on 10 obviously and on 11. Here, let's say I want to do it like this. You know what, let's move that one here so we can extend it to this whole thing. Yeah? Nope, we cannot do that. We'll have to delete it and we'll have to create it, and that's pretty much a bummer. You cannot move partitions. As you can see, my faulty cable again. Okay, we're back online. Yeah. So, yeah, you cannot move partitions or pretty much do anything. In fact, I don't have information what partition this is. I don't know why, but yeah, that's quite weird. And let's go back now to our Partition Wizard here. And let's say we want to extend that one. Let's see what we have here. First of all, we obviously have move and resize. But let's say I want to extend it. I can use that or I can use that, and I cannot use both of them, but that's a very easy fix. We just need to move this thing, and that's pretty much it. And we just do it like this, we hit OK, and then we pretty much have here unallocated space. We can do it like this, hit extend, we have now all the space, and yeah, basically how much space you want, that's maximum. Hit OK, and that's it. Now keep in mind, I didn't actually do anything, any change yet. In order to do the change, we will need to hit apply, and only then the changes will occur. Now before I do that, we can actually do something else. We can hit on that, and actually I think, I'm not really sure where it is. Let's see, I do remember that I did that. I do remember it, but I cannot find it. That's quite sad. I mean, I do know that we can somehow convert that partition, but to be honest, I don't see the option. I'm not sure why, but because I do remember that we could convert a FAT32 into NTFS. Maybe I'm wrong, let's just format it into NTFS or something. And now I just noticed something, that we didn't use the whole space here for some reason. Let's try to extend it more. I think we couldn't do that because it was FAT32. Oh, and by the way, now we actually can convert NTFS to FAT32. Anyways, let's do the extend again. Something like that. Yeah, okay, now we have it. And if I want to convert it from MBR to GPT, I think we can do that as well. Let's see. Yeah, convert MBR this to GPT. Now keep in mind that when you do that one, particularly that one, you will not lose any data. That's quite awesome. So yeah, as you can see, we are done. Hit apply. Are you sure? Yeah, that's it. Yes. That's it. Now we're waiting. Now keep in mind that thing does it visual speed. It depends on your drive, nothing else, and obviously on your computer. But again, it's not related to the software. The drive I'm using is quite old, though it is USB free. My guess it will finish quite soon. Let's see. And yeah, that's it. It finished. And now, as you can see, we have two partitions here. But I want to try something. Remember that I told you that we have a Partition Recovery? I actually prepared that disk. So yeah, let's see if I can actually go back. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, let's scan the full disk. Next. And let's do a quick scan, because a full scan will probably just take too long, and I don't think we want to do that. Let's hit next and see. It seems like it did recognize something, so we want that one. We want that partition. Yeah, it was used mostly. Basically, it's my older backup disk. I didn't use it for a few months, I guess. But let's see if we can actually recover it. Not really sure. Let's try it. Yeah, it will delete our current partitions, but again, I just prepared them for this test, so we can go ahead and do that. Let's hit apply. Now that, I think, will take some time, but let's see. Oh, actually, it went super fast. And again, it didn't touch any data, so basically just recreated the partition. And you know what? Let's see if we can actually explore that one. Because I think, yeah, it actually, oh wow, yeah, it actually restored the partition, so you can see that I deleted the partition and everything, and we could restore it. And that's something that you could not do with a free version, so here you are. You see it in real life, that I actually restored something that I'm quite happy. I mean, I don't need those backups anymore because I have more recent backups, but hey, it's here as well. So, I guess that's it for now. This is the MiniTool Partition Wizard, the Pro Ultimate version 12.6, and yeah, I really love this app. I really recommend it. Even if you are going to use the free version, this is a very usable app, even in its free version.
Thank you for watching this Linus Tech episode. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future video. And I'll see you on the next one.